Happy Halloween, Leo. Welcome to your October 2021 Astrological forecast. The good news is, out of all of the outer planets, okay, from last month that were all in retrograde motion. This is Jupiter through Pluto, right? Well, 3 of them are going direct this month, along with Mercury, one of the inner planets, also going direct. But what could be more important to you would be the fact that both Jupiter and Saturn in your opposite sign of Aquarius are going direct. Okay, so Saturn on the 10th and Jupiter on the 18th, and in fact Mercury also turns direct on the 18th. But Jupiter and Saturn are in your 7th house where you have the sign of Aquarius. Okay, and Aquarius is your opposite sign. So anyways, the 7th house is the house of close relationships and partnerships, right? So maybe, having Jupiter here does bring the opportunity to create more of these kind of relationships, brings new people into your life. Saturn brings, hopefully, a stabilizing effect to your relationships, or people that are good for you, that are reliable, or stable. Okay, so something like this, hopefully at least one new person has come into your life. Okay, a lot of times when Jupiter is here, this is the house of marriage. Okay, but again, it's a house of partnerships, so it could be the marriage of 2 people in a working relationship. It could be in a business, but it could actually be romantic. So if you have anything like this going on, a very serious relationship, or maybe you had been seeing someone for years, but when Saturn moved here, it became very serious, okay? Or maybe you had your eye on someone this whole time, and then when these planets moved here, especially Saturn, okay, you may have noticed things about this person that kind of turned you off in a way. Maybe they were reliable, but they were boring. Maybe they they're very predictable or something. And with Jupiter here, though, bringing new people into your life, you may have had a bit of a wandering eye, or wandering as in W-A-N-D-R, or wandering, W-O-N-D-E-R-I-N-G, what it would be like to maybe see somebody else. So something like that. Okay, when these planets were retrogrades, a lot of these things go through your mind. Now when these planets are turning direct, and it will take a while for them to kick in, okay, your relationships are back on course, kind of, even this is the house of a close friend. So it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic or business or anything like that. Just someone that you're close with, that you have even some kind of an arrangement with, possibly. Somebody that you rely on. Okay, so these planets are moving forward. And things are getting back to where they were. Okay, but the month starts off with the Sun in Libra, okay, up until, let's see, the 22nd. Mercury moved into, has been in Libra since last month, and actually went retrograde on September 27th, and turns direct, okay, on the 18th, and will still be here till the end of the month. And Mars is in Libra up until the 29th. Okay, and there's a new moon in Libra on the 6th, and where you have Libra in your chart is your 3rd house of your everyday life, and your big communication and travel house. This is regular postal mail, email, voicemail, text message, cell phone, landline, phone calls. A lot of communication going on here, especially when Mercury's here. And when it's retrograde, I do have a video that I put out on Mercury retrograde. There's a link to it below in the description box, so you might want to listen to that, because it might affect you a little bit more, because this planet is the natural ruler of the 3rd house, Mercury, okay? and it being retrograde in your third house right now, even in the sign of Libra, could still bring about a lot of miscommunications with you, missed messages, not understanding directions a lot of times. Your mail could be going to your neighbors, anywhere else but yours, your mailbox, and you could also be getting someone else's mail or their messages, all kinds of fun stuff. But if you were trying to travel this month, it's a good idea to really double check all your reservations, and if you are taking a road trip, because this is usually a road trip when it's in the third house here, and it's kind of local, it's either a weekender or an overnight kind of trip, or even if you live in America, like to another nearby state, something like that. Just to make sure that if you have the correct directions, that all routes are clear. They're not like a certain route isn't shut off, or has all kinds of detours because of construction or something like that. Or that once your reservations for wherever you're staying, if you're not staying with friends or relatives, if you're staying at a hotel or a motel, make sure that that the reservation's still there, or that there's the lights are still on at this place where you're going to stay, because we've had this really wild weather going on, so you just never know what's going on somewhere. Okay, as far as the accommodations, if they're flooded out, or whatever, just due to, like I said, a lot of strange weather going on, especially in America. Okay, so having Mars here, though, makes you very energetic and enthusiastic about doing something or other. It could be physically getting up and doing something in your own neighborhood or close by, or getting together with your neighbors, okay, people in your neighborhood, and also even old classmates. Okay, that's something that could be going on, a little bit of a reunion, because Venus is in Scorpio only up until the 6th, but it's been here since last month, and where you have Scorpio in your chart is your fourth house of your personal life and your home life, okay, where you actually physically live and the people you live with, or don't, even if you live alone, but it's your childhood and your past. So you may have been in touch with people from your past, maybe that you've known from school, though. The third house is classmates, okay, grade school on up through senior high. Ninth house is university, college, things like that, okay, but they're both educational houses, okay. So around this new moon of the 6th, you could actually hear from someone, even from an old neighborhood where you used to live, okay? Could be a childhood friend, but it could actually just be that you used to live in that neighborhood. Or anything. You could begin anything new on this day. That's what new moons are for. Third house is also siblings and cousins, okay? So maybe you're getting together with them right now. And it could be, again, some kind of a little bit of a reunion. Okay, and you could even be attending a class reunion, okay? But there's a new moon on the 20th in the sign of Aries, and where you have Aries in your chart as your 9th house, it's directly across from the 3rd. Aries and Libra are opposite signs. Both these houses are travel and communication houses, but 9th house is long distance, anything. In fact, it's foreign travel, or traveling at a distance within your own country even, okay? So around that full moon of the 20th, in fact, you could be trying to find out something or get some kind of clear idea of something or other almost all month, okay, because of Mercury being retrograde in your 3rd house. Could be a conversation that you've had with someone, could be confusing mail that you've received, could even be regarding a legal matter that you're not even sure what they're talking about. it might not even have anything to really do with you, you know, but around this full moon of the 20th is when you could get a phone call or something in the mail, or, you know, as far as your personal life goes, the phone call could be like from a friend or somebody who does live at a distance, and you know, you could find out, like maybe you were discussing your friends with other friends like this whole time, and then you could get a call from someone who does, a friend who lives at a difference, that actually tells you something that just discounts everything that you and your group of friends were talking about, because they know, they may even know the subject of your conversation like a lot better than any of you do. So it could be something like that. So it kind of sets you straight in a way, you know, but it's not like a very pleasant thing, you know, because in a way it's almost like the damage is done already. So I would have to tell you to say to you to watch what you say this month, you know, especially if you take part in any kind of gossip. And this could be, again, about your neighbors, a classmate, or, you know, could be whatever happened to, you know, everybody sitting there, oh, you remember that person we went to school with? It could be something like that, but it could be about anything. It could be like actually just about your group of friends. Okay, so I would be careful, because around that full moon of the 20th, you know, somebody's really gonna say something about it. You know, it might make you look bad. Okay. So the Sun moves into Scorpio on the 23rd, and Mars moves into Scorpio on the 30th. And like I said, Venus is just here up until the 6th. So, and then Venus moves into Sagittarius on the 7th. It is here till like the end of the month. But you have the Sun and Mars at the end of the month in your 4th house of your personal life, in your home life, your family, the people you live with, a roommate even, or if you live alone, it's still like your home. You know, it's your home, and your personal life, your past, and your childhood. Okay, so having Venus here does make you, you know, since like last month, it may have been doing things to your home to pretty up the place, you know. You could be like really into decorating, maybe for Halloween. Maybe you're even planning a party or gathering of some kind. Having Mars in your 4th house makes you very physically active and enthusiastic, though, about bringing about changes within your home. And if a lot of times people just like to remodel or do some kind of like big stuff, really big stuff, like get, you know, I don't know, move everything, rearrange all your furniture, you know, or take out a wall or something to make a room bigger, or even have like a carpenter come in to make shelves or a closet or something like that, you know. So you might make big changes like that, or if you do have family that you're living with or a roommate, you could make changes in that way that are more suitable to you. You know, maybe you want to switch rooms with them, or you want certain things done within the home, you know, that were probably supposed to be being done all along, but, you know, no one was doing them. They were waiting for you to do everything. You know, stuff like that, especially if you have children, you know, you may like lay down the law. This is from the 30th on. Okay, this is from like towards the end of the month into next month. But I'd have to say that you're, maybe even you could be having like a Halloween party, or at least attending one. You have Venus in Sagittarius from the 7th on in your 5th house of fun and parties, romance, creativity, entertainment of any kind, sports, gambling, anything to do with children, all kinds of fun stuff. So having Venus here, you know, it makes you want to have some fun, and you could either be attending or throwing a party. You know, it's just At this time, you know, you just feel like kicking back. When Venus is in your 5th house, you're in the mood to do stuff that like is fun. You know, the Sun and Mercury and Mars and all that will be moving here soon enough into Sagittarius. But right now, just Venus is here. Could actually have your eye on someone right now as far as romance goes. Maybe you are, I don't know, you could have met someone new, but it could actually be just like all this stuff with your past. You know, you could be like wondering about someone maybe that you used to date. Okay. Let's see. So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign. And the moon is in Leo on the 1st, 2nd, 28th, 29th, and 30th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Aquarius, and those dates are the 13th, 14th, and 15th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, or speculation, or anything to do with children is the 9th, 10th, 11th, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. The best time for money is the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 16th, 17th, 30th, and 31st. The best time for your career is the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. And the best time for communication and travel is the 5th, 6th, 7th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. So I hope you enjoyed your astrological forecast for October. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on that notification bell. You'll receive an email letting you know each time I upload something. Also check out Ask Me a Question in the description box below. There's also a link there to my website if you would like to have your personal chart done, because this is a general forecast, okay? So if you wanted something more specific, you would have to have your chart done, okay? And check out my weekly forecast. And thank you so much, too, also for supporting my channel. It really helps it to grow, okay? Thank you. See you next week. Goodbye.